live stream is going. Probably it is. Yeah, just a quick update from yesterday. Yesterday I was coding behavior for, this was going to be a harmonic steering behavior for a void. I'm going to run this project again. Let me see if my live is going. Okay, cool. Looks like it's working. Hopefully the microphone is working as well. Anyway, I'm just going to do like a little bit of Godot development. Today was a very exciting day in the world of Godot. Of course, the Godot 4 game engine was released today, so that was pretty exciting. I know the team were working on it for a really long time, and I just think it's such an amazing project. Something of the complexity of the Godot game engine is developed like by basically an open source community, and they release it for free, and it's amazing for me. Like I say, for me, it's the most exciting thing in computer science since MSX Basic for me. And if you're interested in it, like, you could also look up Dartmouth time sharing system, which is basically where the basic programming language got started, and how the basic programming language took over the Dartmouth University back in the 1960s is really amazing. I think Godot game engine is kind of like that. It's just like, well, everyone's just suddenly going to be coding. Well, I don't know if it's going to be that big, but it's a big deal today. I think it's going to be really useful in teaching, like not just game engine stuff, but also in third level in teaching coding, because it's like a lovely language and framework, and you have such power. So with code, it's fucking love it. Anyway, congratulations to the Godot 4 team, and I'm really excited to try it out. I downloaded it, but I haven't tried to import this project into it. But yeah, since yesterday, what have I been working on? Like, this is what I was working on yesterday, which is this. I thought this problem was going to like really stump me until I figured out it was to do with how the transforms work in the Godot game engine, because how they work is different to how they work in Unity, slightly different. There's a value in Unity called vector3.forward, and vector3.forward is the world forward vector, which is basically 0, 0. Let's see. I'll start up Chrome here, so just in case anybody's joining on chat. Yeah, so it's like the forward vector for the world, and then every mono behavior, every transform in Unity then has a transform.forward, and transform.forward is in Unity the same as vector3.forward if no rotation is applied. In other words, if the two things are just like lined up, it's going to be 0, 0, 1. And in Godot, they're not. The vector3.forward is 0, 0, minus 1, which makes sense because the z-axis is in the negative direction, like the z-axis is in minus direction. But when you load a 3D model up, like, its basis in because there's a thing called the basis, which is the thing that could like encapsulates the rotation and the transform, and the basis equivalent in Godot for the forward vector is like, it's called like origin dot base, no, it's basis dot z. So that's it. So basically the basis is a 3x3 matrix, that is the rotation and the scaling. So that really confused me, so I figured it out. And it now works, which is kind of perfect. Okay. Here's a creature yesterday with the harmonic steering behavior. I think it looks pretty good. Wow. The frame rate's a bit weird on this. It's not doing the lookup. Which is on great. Alright, so I can move in and out, and the look at is looking at the head of the Boyd. Yeah, actually this is quite nice. Wow, that's pretty good. Alright, so what I'm going to try and do from here is get the up and down harmonic working, and then try and put a set of controls so that I can use the mouse to change the projection distance, like the distance in front of the Boyd that gets projected for that sphere, and the radius with some sliders. It's gonna be great. This is gonna be like, I envisage this now. It's like this is gonna be like a little life form that we're gonna be able to control. If you ever saw the movie or the TV thing Westworld, remember that? You know, there's a really great scene where there's like one of the like androids and she doesn't believe she's an android. There's a scene where she's sitting on a bench like in a medical facility, and there's a doctor with a pad, and like everything that she's saying is coming up in little graph on a screen, and he's going, and she's going, I can't believe. I'll share the scene with you. This is what we're going to make. We're going to make this guy, we're going to be able to control him. He's going to be alive. And we're going to like be able to control him in different ways. That's going to be an interesting, what does that say? Like, is there a deeper meaning there? And also this is made in Godot game engine. Okay. Right. Okay, so we're going to get up and down harmonic going in this guy, and also going to try and get some controls here to control this guy here. Right. I'm so actually excited to do this. So this, what's going on here in this is the creature's head is controlled by a Boyd, and this is, I call this the Uber Boyd, and it has a harmonic behavior on it, right? So this harmonic behavior is controlling basically a force that gets applied to the Boyd, and that's going to basically steer the void in this sort of motion. The yellow circle that you can see projected on the outside of that other sort of pink circle is the point. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is get it to project up and down, because it's currently projecting horizontally. We're also going to try to project up and down, and that should be an enum on the class harmonic. So this has an enum called axis. If I just do this, alright, so then it's going to appear over here. So I can set this now to 1, which is going to be vertical. And hit the play button. Say hi if you are joining. Oh, look at that! Now this has a bug in it. You can see the bug. Even though it's interesting, what's happening is,
what's that look upon your
what is going on here? This thing is like,
it seems you've got
it looks like when it is projecting the yellow sphere that look at that. The angle below the horizontal is less than the angle above the horizontal, the XZ plane. Oh, look at that. So it's like that point is being projected. Now, first of all, that point should be projected not from the void's forward vector. I had this problem before when I was implementing this in Unity. And I basically solved it by projecting the center point of the circle and the yellow sphere back onto the XZ plane. Now I thought I'd implemented that in the code, but I'm going to go and check. What should happen here, basically is this behavior should be projecting the creature. Okay, it should be projecting that sphere, like basically vertically in front of it. If I can get my whiteboard thing working, I might show you. Anyway, I'm going to try and fix it right now. It's in this class, which is the spine animator class. I'm doing the process of printing everything. Hopefully, yeah, everything is getting printed okay, because it is getting projected upwards. Right, so let's say this is the thing here, which is what is happening, right? So if the axis is horizontal, it's projecting okay on the XZ plane. On this, obviously, it should be on the YZ plane. So these could just be because the axes are changed. Now this, by fucking up, shouldn't be cursing on my live stream. If I had my whiteboard working now, I could draw a diagram of this, and I could figure out this, because this is exactly the same problem I had, I think, on one of my other last streams. It's a sine and cosine problem. It's related to the unit circle. So let me try and figure this one out. This is going to be so amazing if I can figure it out. I know I can. I think what I'm going to do... Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, there we go. I think what I'm going to do as well... I think what I'm going to do, if I'm streaming again, is I'm going to wait until I'm in my flow state. Like I am right now in my flow state. And then start the stream. It's more interesting then, right? Now we have an actual challenge. Now we have a challenge, right? And, okay, let's look at it again. Now I can show you this, guys. I want to actually look at this in Unity. I have this code in Unity as well. If there is anybody on the stream, could you just let me know if the volume on my microphone is okay? I broke my 56-hour fast this morning. I've been fasting for the previous 56 hours. Very interesting experience. I actually enjoy fasting now. I like it. I like the increased energy and the additional challenge of surviving without food. It's great. I love it. And today I had a really nice meal this evening. Yeah, you just enjoy the flavors, you know, the taste, everything is more intense after a very long fast. So what are we doing here? Let's see if we can get a whiteboard working. Here it is in Unity. But you know what as well? Like I did a live stream yesterday and I was definitely a bit lightheaded. Oh, I love being in my room, listening to music, writing computer programs. Alright, let's get Unity going here. These guys. Let's try this one. I think this has, if not the right example, seen it would definitely have the right code, so I can compare it. But I know what's happening here. It's so weird. It's so cool. Like when I'm gonna fix it, I'll just fix it. I think it's the rejection. It's how it's projected forward. It is local target. It is. It's world target equals boy.transform. This is the problem here. That's not the problem. Control Z. This isn't the problem. It's actually not a trigonometry problem. I know exactly what the problem is right now. Problem is this line here. What I want to happen is I want the sphere to get projected always onto the XZ plane. So if the void, let's get a whiteboard going. Like if the void, new whiteboard, any old whiteboard will do. If the void was like this, right? So say the void is like, here I am, right? But here's what I want. Okay, the void, I know where the line of code is. This is it, right? This is how I want it to happen. If the void is heading in this direction, we have this like sphere that's get projected in front, and we have a point that's like oscillating in a harmonic way around the outside of the sphere like this, and the void is generating force going towards this sphere. What I want to happen is if the void is then pointing upwards, which like probably you could use this here and say the void is going up this way, that the sphere is still projected on the XZ plane even though the void is pointing upwards. So you have to take the void's forward vector and project it back onto the XZ plane. And that's super easy to do. All you do is you take the y value of its forward vector, in this case which is going to be the basis.y, and then you just drop the y value of that back to 0, and then projects it back here and normalize it. And then that's what you use to project forward. Always project forward on the XZ plane. Don't project upwards, even if the void is going up. Always project forward, because otherwise what happens is the void goes, or it goes all the way like this, because it's always trying to like, woo. Get me? You can try that at home. Try that sound. See if it helps you to connect more with the idea of where I'm coming from, like what I'm going to do here. Oh, it's so easy! This is so easy, and hopefully like that simple explanation definitely explains it for me anyway. Right, so this is local targets. This is in local space. This in my head, I can actually visualize this. This is the point on the outside of the sphere, which is projected forward in front of the void, right? It's projected forward distance amount, right? So you're using vector 3 dot back, which is the local for. This is what confused me before, because vector 3 dot back is actually 0, 0, 1, and there's a thing in Godot called basis, which controls the rotation or orientation, and that is actually like a 3x3 matrix, and basis has a field on it called basis.z, which is the equivalent in Unity of transform.forward, but it is the vector 001, so that's where I use vector 3.back. You dig? And so I multiply by distance, and this is where the problem is. It's transforming by this. I love myself. So gratifying when you kind of like know where a bug is and you fix it like in your head. Oh man, this better work. What I'm going to do is project it onto the XZ plane by basically making the local target.y equals to 0. Now I want to transform it, so the local target, what do I want to do with the local? Just transforming it to world targets. This is giving me, this isn't the spine animator. No, this isn't a scene, this is in harmonic. So what I then need to do is normalize local target again, right? Wait, is this what we do? And then I transform it? No. No. Incorrect. A better solution. Get rid of this, do the transform in a manual way, but only do the forward. Awesome. So I just take world target is going to be equals to, this is on the Boyd class, so it's going to be Boyd.global transform dot origin plus wait, what am I doing here? I'm returning seek force. Yeah, global transform dot origin plus local target. No, I have to rotate it. Yeah, plus local target multiplied by Boyd.global transform dot basis. Now this is interesting, right? It's basically this. It's not. This may need a little bit of modification, but what's happening here is the world target. Target in world space is the transform position of the Boyd plus the local target. In other words, projected forward, local target is going to be distance multiplied by number in front. And what's happening here is I'm multiplying. This is what I would normally do with a quaternion. Now this may have to be written the other way around, but it might just compile. Oh, lovely. If this works, I'm so happy. What's happening here, this is the equivalent of what I would have done in transform.quaternion multiplied by local target. In other words, multiply. Oh, wait. I don't want to do that though. No. What I need to do is take this basis vector and project it onto X. Oh, holy shit. Just look at this in Unity in C#. Boy, it's the global transform.basis. What I want to do is take this local target and project it forward. Oh, I know how I did this. I did this by fucking quaternion Euler or something in Unity. Boy.global transform.basis. Could look up the code, or could try and look up the code in Unity. GE2. I need these G2. Let's see this one. Game Engines 2 examples 2021. If I look up, I just want to open up. Okay, this will do. Select folder. I'm looking for harmonic. Let me know if you are joining on the chat. Just let me know if you can hear me okay. If you can hear me at any point, just say hello, Brian, on the chat. Your voice level is coming through clearly. I can see you. I can see your screen okay. That's all the feedback I need at this point in my journey, a streaming journey. Okay, give me the files, baby. I don't want the scenes. Is that what I opened? File, open folder. I want everything on my computer to be fast. That's why I'm intrigued by this Godot thing. I'm intrigued by it. Look at this, even Visual Studio Code is slow by compared to it. I feel Godot challenges me, you know, because in Godot it's down to, if it doesn't work, it seems it's down to me, you know? Like, I can figure out there's a bug. In other game engines, I'm always like, it's a hard fight, even debugging. But with Godot, even the debugging is really nice. I want to just like, there you see, this is the code. I knew it. I knew it. You see what I'm doing here? Look at route. Okay, route up here is transform.rotation.Euler angle. So I get it as Euler angles and I project. So this is the X rotation. So this is, if I get rid of the X component of the rotation, then I'm getting rid of the pitch. So I'm projecting the pitch down. And what I'm doing here, if the axis is horizontal, I'm projecting the Z, and the Z is going to be the roll. Oh, that makes sense as well. This is the C# code from last year. See, I wrote this algorithm. I wrote this a good while ago. I actually wrote this for Infinite Forms, and I was so happy when I made it work. And I figured out this thing that you have to project it onto the XZ, and then in this case here where it's horizontal, of course, you have to get rid of the roll. If you don't get rid of the roll, then when the thing's supposed to be spinning up and down, it actually spins up. We can try it. So this is what I need to do over here in Godot. What I need to do is I need to get the rotation of this guy. There we go. I've got it as Euler here. This is in the code here. So I'm getting it as Euler. I'm setting its X component to 0, and then here if it's horizontal. Whoa, hang on a second here. Let's see what we should. Here's the bits. Here's the bit. Yep, it's route I should be using here instead of using local target. Now, the thing is, I now have to change route, which is the vector 3, into a basis in order to do the multiplication I would normally do in a quaternion. So, let's see what we got to do here. I'm sure there's like API for that, right? So let's deploy global transform.basis. Global transform.basis is not the global transform.basis we want. It's actually the route thing that we want. Ooh. Having the right music on when you code is essential. It really like helps me to get into, you know, the pure enjoyment of like just getting the buzz off writing computer programs. I feel so lucky to be able to have this like really nice space to be able to now code and chill out and do yoga. And I have a lovely room here where I can play music as loud as I want, which is such a great privilege. I think it's very important when you're coding as well, occasionally to get up and have a little dance around. So I might do that from time to time as well, if the music compels me. Like if you want to know where that one comes from, a lot of the things I say are cultural references, right? So like you might have heard of Zorba the Greek, Nikos Kazantzakis' famous book about Zorba, the amazing dancing, well, I don't know what you call him, like he's not a hippie, but he was a free spirit, and he loved this woman, Bubulina. He used to drink ouzo, and he was a slightly older man, you know, but just loved the life and having the crack. In Greek they have a word which is the Irish equivalent to crack. I can't remember what it is. Anyone on the stream? Is anyone on the stream? Great. Can somebody please Google what is the Greek word for crack? Because they have a word for it as well, which is the same as the Irish word for crack, which actually came up in a meeting today. I think it's very important that we, you know, honor that spirit in the Irish nature, which is like the basic spirit of crack that we bring to the universe. Yeah, so that's where that comes from. Nikos Kazantzakis. Zorba the Greek. Can't remember what the original reference was. Somebody can remind me. Where did we get onto Zorba the Greek? back to the coding. Right, so this is projected in front of the Boyd. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the Boyd's position, I'm going to project it forward, but I'm going to use rotation instead of using its basis vector. Right, so how do I do that? I have to make a basis. Let's go var projected. It's going to be equals to new basis. Let's see if there's a version of this constructor. Can I get the list of constructors or bases? Like, I can probably just pass rotation in then. Let's see, does that work? Oh, you don't have the word new. This is the wrong language. Equals basis. Look at that. Oh, okay. So that's it. That's projected. So then I'm going to take projected, which is a basis, and then I can multiply this by local target. Wow, man, this is like a magic spell. I can't believe how incredibly amazing computer programs are. Right. Excellent. This goes the other way around. If this was like a language like C# or C++, I would know exactly why this works, but because this is GD script, I'm not exactly sure. But I think that's why. I think this is going to fix it. Has it fixed it? Yeah. I think it has fixed it, right? How I would know it had fixed it without like getting into the numbers and like doing a debug of it, you know, just by visual on it, I think it has fixed it, and I'll tell you why. I think it has fixed it because I think it is projecting like 50% above, more or less, and 50% below. And also, the animation now kind of looks stable. Excellent. Okay, oh my god, I'm so excited that this is working. That worked. There's loads of things I can probably change from the editor here. But what I'm actually curious to do is to try and see if I can get some of the Godot GUI stuff to work, you know? If I can do some of the Godot GUI stuff, so I can put little sliders here at the side, and I'm going to be able to control this little whole system with some sliders and controls. And eventually, actually, maybe I'm going to have some click boxes here to turn on and turn off different behaviors. This is one of a number of behaviors this guy has. This guy now has this harmonic behavior, which is parameterized like in loads of interesting ways that like make it super parameterizable, right? So you can vary it in all kinds of interesting ways. But it also has a load of other ones as well, and it's gonna have like loads of other like ones that I'm gonna develop, including like the avoidance one. So that's all in the roadmap for this little dude. Oh, he is a little emergent life form already. They are a little emergent life form already. I like the shape, huh? Oh, I love it. I love the way the segments kind of like fold up and down. The reason how that works is a little spine animation system that I got from a guy called Lear Absented, who made a very cool VR thing called Ocean Rift, which is well worth checking out. It has really, really beautiful emergent procedural animations for dolphins and different kinds of underwater creatures. Okay, let's make this guy. Let's put some controls on. I'm gonna yeah. Okay. Let's put some controls on. So now what I need to do is make some controls. I wonder, it's probably just on the route I'm going to add them. I go add child node. Let's say I want to add a slider. Not a slider joint. I want a control. Alright. V slider. Oh, cool. Horizontal slider. Alrighty, let's make you. Now, how does that like get rendered into the scene? I should probably look at it in 3D and see. Does it appear? He's pretty cool though. They are pretty cool. I'll have to make a decision on that at another time. It's too complicated. Brain takes a while, you know. I love you, my beautiful boyfriend. If you want to check out the Mazars homepage today, you'll see a picture of JC, my beautiful boyfriend. My beautiful hot boyfriend, if he's listening on the stream. Okay, H slider. Now, how do I make this appear? How do I make it appear? Okay, I think I need to do a slight tutorial on this, right? I got ChatGPT, I got Google thing, I got Bing thing today. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for Godot. User interface. Button.